might be easy for you to figure out because we talk about him so often and his silent money-making moves. Low-key, I think he's one of the richest. But it came up in so many conversations last year for his Empower Africa platform, through which he has created a platform for so many artists out there, with the likes of Joeboy, who went on to become a constant feature on our countdown. I'm sure you must already know who we're talking about right now. The pioneer of Banku music right there, Mr. Eazi.
You guys did not say I'm world's sexiest man.
No.
I was expecting...
you do not have that nose to mouth to chin ratio.
Yo guys, if you're watching, you know, just tell them. See this nose, it's perfect, man. What's going on?
You're such a mess online as well.
So the world's most beautiful man, or is it Nigeria's most beautiful man?
No, the world, because you see this kind of guy, you see the way I'm licking my lips.
Wow. But you don't need that validation now. You have so much going on.
No, I know I'm the sexiest man in the world.
This is your outer shokoto.
I love your outfit. I am so here for it.
Thanks. Shout out to Kenneth.
But you know me, I'm just joining. So I don't think that no one has been sharing it.
No, I feel like, you know, these clothes, they make you feel, you know, very comfortable. And they make you feel like you're in space.
And even the glasses too. You
yeah.
look like they come from the galaxy.
Yeah, so I feel people, you know, back in, you know, a couple years ago, like, I just wanted to always wear skinny stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think I went and performed somewhere, like in a pajamas. And I felt so comfortable. Yeah. So I'm like, let me just start doing this. So I think sometime late last year, I just started wearing big things.
Speaking of last year, so first of all, you haven't been here since we got the new set.
Yeah.
So did you like it?
I love it. Like, I just want to chill.
Is it comfy?
The next thing, you should just put TV, then bring some dodo and
You're on the TV right now.
No, like we should just start watching, you know.
But speaking of last year, how was last year for you? So, I mean, I follow you on social media, so I know you were doing a lot of traveling. And of course, the Empawa thing, Joeboy and all that. So if you had to use a word to qualify last year for you.
Jeez. Yeah, that's the word, jeez. Wow. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. Like, and I didn't even realize. It's like, oh, that was last year. Like from, you know, starting the year with touring, starting with Coachella, and then doing the North American tour, and then I did Europe 2 times. I toured Europe 2 times. It was the second time. I'm like, wait, we've already done this once already, and everything with Empower and making, you know, thankful to God and the team for the success. 100 artists in, I think it's like 11 African countries. Like, that's crazy. It was all a dream. So it's like, geez, and ending with Dirty Rave.
How was it?
To be honest, the first one was scary, the first day, because it wasn't even because of like the people there. It was because in my head I see, hey, oh my village people, they watch you.
They want to see if I go mess.
Yeah, they would say, Mr. Eazi. So I'm not gonna lie, I was tensed, but everybody was around. I had family, loved ones, the team. Everybody was like, yo, Eazi, you can do this. And the second one, I just like, let's just go have fun. The second one was just fun. In my head, I was like in my room, just.
I want to talk a bit about Empower, because I remember the last time you were on the set, I think you had just started, or you were talking about how it was going to start. And now in this short period, you're saying you have 100 artists in 11 countries. I think that's massive. But what is the structure behind? Can you tell us a bit about the structure behind it?
So the structure is just basically, you know, me just realizing that, you know, if you look at the past 2 to 3 years, you see a lot of foreign companies have been investing in African music with ridiculous amounts of money. And then the thing is that we have to learn from like reggae music or black music in America, and then really realize that whoever owns the structure owns the culture. And in the end of the day, it would be sad if in a couple years' time, people are selling back our culture to us. And this is the decade of culture. Culture is going to be the biggest export out of Africa, from movies to art to music. And so I said, you know what, why don't we merge technology style with music investment? And so Empower is the first and only African music incubator program, which means we fund a couple artists, and then we take them through the funnel, and then we invest in like the top 2. But in the end, everybody, all 100 of them, get a video funded, and we don't own their masters. In the end, they own their masters. And in the process, we're building the ecosystem. Like the Empower YouTube channel is the only music channel in Africa online on YouTube that has music from over 11 countries. That alone is like structured, and we just do everything. We provide financing, management.
I feel like we should clap for you.
Fantastic stuff, fantastic stuff. So obviously there's going to be a lot more to talk about when we come back, and we're going to be playing a game. So brace up. Yeah, but you're always up for a good time. So don't worry. All right, guys, we'll go on this quick commercial break, and then we'll be back to talk more with Mr. Eazi in the building. Welcome back, people. Yes, it is still Entertainment Splash, and we're still here with Mr. Eazi. Yes, and we've been talking so much, and of course, earlier we were talking about the whole Empawa thing. And so we had, I think it was Chudike we had last week, Thursday, and we're talking about record label and artist drama, and how, you know, yes, record labels rip them off and all that, and percentage. So I'm curious about how it works with Empawa Africa. Do we have to worry about someone coming up tomorrow and saying, you ripped me off?
So with Empawa, there's different structures. If you're doing just distribution with Empawa, we take 20% and you get 80% for distribution. And the only reason we take 20% is we provide like pitching services. So we liaise with like the Boomplay, Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify to make sure you get playlists and support with the works, everybody. And we also have PR. So Empawa has PR in the UK, in the US, doing your PR. So every time you release a song, you're gonna get it on all the big publications. So that's for 20%. I think that's fair. 80% to the artist, 20% to us. Now, there's a different model where we invest. So for the part where we invest, when we finance, if your entry level, the deal is one based on the negotiation, like how much are we putting in? And we just look at it like equity. So if you wanted to start a business, let's say you wanted to start a TV station, and you went to a bank, and the bank will say, okay, you know what, you don't have collateral. Instead of asking you to go and bring your mother's land or your father's land, we'll say, okay, we believe in your IP. I will take your IP as collateral, but we don't own it. We lease it for X period of time. And there's nobody on, I think the standard term is 5 to 7 years. And you know, the beautiful thing about IP with music, with your IP, is that the worst thing that can happen to an artist, God forbid, is that they pass on. Yeah. And you know, when you pass on, the value of your IP even increases. Like, you make more money the first week you die from your music than the whole time you stayed. So that's the model we're trying to do. And the deal never stays the same. Like Joeboy's deal keeps on changing. So the more you grow, the more money you make, it switches. And remember, you always own your masters. So we keep switching the deal. It's like why a bank for artists, and we also provide services. So that's why it's Empawa Label Services.
Mr. Eazi is too much of a businessman. So before we let you go, I have a problem with you. Okay. You started this old Dirty December, Dirty Rave, 2016. And now it's like a phrase that everybody uses in Nigeria. And you, the pioneer, you just decided to just abandon we Nigerians and go to Ghana, get a land, build your own venue, and you're doing the show there. What's the problem?
Okay, so first up, let me say, this year, God willing, this year, we're going to have the same Dirty Rave in Nigeria. And we're also going to have, we're going to have our own Empawa Hub. So in Ghana, what we have right now in Ghana, and the reason it was Ghana, because we all know that, you know, property is cheaper. To acquire property, like our property is just 10, 15 minutes from the airport. To get like 10, 15 minutes from the airport in Ikeja or somewhere in Lekki, guy, you know, we're just an upcoming artist, you know. Nobody go give us money, but on a more serious note, we had to, you know, it's very good to start small. So we started the hub in Ghana. So right now, we have a venue in Ghana that can take 15,000 capacity. And then that's where we launched the Dirty Rave, and then people are renting it. So from March, you could rent it and go do your concert.
We'll
do the same thing here.
So before we let you go, we have a game.
We have to
go away. We cannot
want to say something before the game.
Okay.
So I hope I'm able to convince and not to confuse you that this uncle right here is one of the richest. He's one of the richest Nigerian artists. I said it.
Before we let you go, because of time, because we still have to do the countdown, of course, and we're going to play a quick game with you. And it's been trending online. It's called Put a Finger Down. So it's similar to Never Have I Ever, but so you put a finger down every time you hear something that you've done before.
Like this?
No, raise the 10. Raise the 10.
Raise 10.
Okay.
And then you put one down if it applies to you. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Put a finger down if you have ever stolen.
Wow.
I mean, if you steal from your mom's pot, that counts, yeah?
Put a finger down if you have ever cheated.
What do you mean?
On someone or on an exam?
Maybe in the past.
Exam, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right.
Definitely.
Okay. Put a finger down if you have ever been arrested.
Arrested.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Put a finger down if you have ever broken someone's heart.
Oh.
Don't say it's
Be truthful.
My heart too was broken. So we broke our heart.
So for time.
Okay. Yeah. Put a finger down if you have ever gone a day without bathing. You gotta put your finger down.
Yes.
Put a finger down if you've ever gone a day without brushing.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
A whole day.
Buff. Put a finger down if you are still talking to any of your exes.
No.
You might want to think about that.
Wow. We don't want no trouble. Put a finger down if you're still in love with any of your exes.
No.
Okay.
Put a finger down if you have ever kissed more than 5 people in your life.
Life.
An actor.
But he's been
This is the
truthful.
final one. Amanda, do the honors.
All right.
That
Put,
body counts
easy
one. That
on
body
me.
counts one.
all right. Put a finger down if, what's the question now?
If your body counts.
If your body counts.
Is more than 5.
Life is not easy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So much. Thank you.
When are we doing the wedding?
The wedding.
Yeah.
You know, only God knows.
What is that?
This year, next year, tell me your $10.
But I mean, let's put out a lot of music this year and then we can see.
Wait, is it? I wanted to give you credit for like how you answer every question every time we've ever spoken.
If you listen to my new song Balanga, you can see I'm saying some truth in there, but you guys, you not listen.
Okay, we'll listen now. We'll listen now.
There's some secret in there that tells you my state of mind, right?
Thank you for coming through. And of course, I know you're leaving town tomorrow, so we're really glad that we can have you here on such short notice. All right, guys. Well, for now, we'll leave you with Mr. Eazi's Balanga, and of course, we'll be back to launch the countdown officially. So stay with us.
Thank you very much.